Rasheeda and Kirk Frost's relationship has been one of the most talked about and tumultuous stories in the world of reality TV. Their marriage, which has spanned nearly 25 years, has been a rollercoaster of highs and lows, filled with drama, lies, and betrayal. Fans of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta have followed their journey, seeing them face countless challenges, mostly revolving around Kirk's repeated cheating and dishonesty. But after years of enduring Kirk's actions, it seems that Rasheeda has finally reached her breaking point, and the latest drama might be the final straw. This is a story that has been unfolding for years, and it's filled with so many twists and turns that it almost feels like a soap opera. But now, after all the pain, the lies, and the countless second chances, it looks like Rasheeda has had enough and is ready to move on from her marriage to Kirk Frost for good. Rumors are swirling that she has filed for divorce, and if true, this would mark the end of a dramatic chapter in both her life and in the public's eye. So, what brought them to this point? Let's go back and break down their messy, often heartbreaking relationship. From the start, Kirk and Rasheeda's marriage has been filled with drama, and Kirk's infidelity has been the main culprit. The first major scandal occurred back in Season 2 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when Kirk accused Rasheeda of cheating when she found out she was pregnant. This moment is a classic example of the phrase "the pot calling the kettle black," because while Kirk was accusing her, he himself had already been unfaithful. The accusations alone were a huge blow, but it was just the beginning of the drama to come. One of the most infamous moments in their marriage came during Season 3. The couple went on a getaway, and it was during this trip that Kirk cheated on Rasheeda, and to make matters worse, it was caught on camera. The audacity of him to do this while the cameras were rolling was a low point for their relationship. Imagine the embarrassment and humiliation Rasheeda must have felt as millions of viewers watched this betrayal unfold before their eyes. But it didn't stop there. As if the cheating wasn't enough, in Season 3, Kirk had the nerve to take a DNA test to prove that the child Rasheeda was carrying was actually his. The humiliation that Rasheeda must have gone through in that moment is hard to imagine. Being publicly questioned about the paternity of your child by your own husband is not only deeply hurtful but also incredibly disrespectful. Yet, despite all of these betrayals, Rasheeda chose to stay by Kirk's side. She forgave him, hoping that he would change, and for a while, it seemed like they might be able to rebuild their relationship. But of course, as we all know, history has a way of repeating itself. In Season 6, it was revealed that Kirk had fathered a child with Jasmine Washington, a woman who was working as a stripper at the time. This revelation was a huge bombshell and caused a temporary separation between the couple. Rasheeda was devastated, but somehow, she found it in her heart to forgive him once again. It seemed like they were starting to rebuild their lives together, but now, years later, it's clear that the cycle of lies and betrayal hasn't stopped. The latest scandal involves Jasmine Washington once again. Kirk has been secretly seeing her again, and to make matters worse, she is pregnant with his second child. The fact that Kirk is repeating the same mistakes that have already torn their relationship apart in the past is heartbreaking for Rasheeda. It's almost like watching a train wreck unfold in slow motion. But instead of taking responsibility for his actions, Kirk has tried to spin the situation to make it seem like he's the victim. He's been acting as if he's always wanted to leave Rasheeda, that he's been unhappy for years, and that his infidelity is somehow justified. This is a classic move by cheaters: get caught, and then pretend like you've been unhappy all along, as if it's somehow the other person's fault. It's a tactic that never works, and fans of the show aren't buying it. At this point, many fans have been supporting Rasheeda's decision to finally walk away from Kirk. After years of putting up with his lies and deceit, it's no surprise that she's finally ready to choose herself. She has been through enough, and it's clear that she's done with the toxic cycle of betrayal. After everything she has endured, she is finally choosing to prioritize her own happiness and peace. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's talk about Kirk for a moment. The man has been at the center of so much drama over the years, and it's hard to imagine a reality show without his constant scandals. When Kirk first appeared on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, he was introduced as Rasheeda's supportive husband and manager, someone who was dedicated to helping her achieve her dreams in the music industry. He seemed like the perfect partner, and for a while, it seemed like they were living the dream. However, as time went on, it became clear that Kirk wasn't the supportive husband he had initially appeared to be. His infidelities, lies, and overall shady behavior were constantly in the spotlight. The more we watched their relationship unfold, the more it became apparent that Kirk wasn't the man he portrayed himself to be. Rasheeda, on the other hand, was constantly trying to keep it all together. Despite the countless betrayals and humiliations, she stood by Kirk's side. She was determined to make their marriage work, but it wasn't easy. Time and time again, she found herself having to forgive him for mistakes that should never have been made in the first place. And each time, it seemed like things would improve, only for Kirk to make another mistake. One of the most powerful moments in Rasheeda's journey came when she decided to take control of her own story. After uncovering the truth about Kirk's latest infidelity, Rasheeda organized a press conference to publicly address the situation. This was her moment to reclaim control and show the world that she wasn't going to let Kirk's actions define her any longer. Dressed in a stunning outfit that radiated both elegance and strength, Rasheeda walked to the podium with a sense of purpose. As reporters and cameras surrounded her, she began her speech. Her voice was calm but firm, and you could sense the fire within her as she spoke. She shared the truth about her relationship with Kirk, acknowledging the challenges they had faced, but also making it clear that she was no longer willing to tolerate his unfaithfulness. The twist came when she revealed that she wasn't just moving on from Kirk, she was doing it with someone new. At that moment, Adrian, her new boyfriend, stepped forward. He was tall, confident, and exuded a calm energy that stood in stark contrast to the chaos of the situation. The media frenzy was immediate, with reporters firing questions and snapping pictures. But Rasheeda remained poised, introducing Adrian as someone who had been there for her through the ups and downs. As Adrian spoke about their relationship, it was clear that he was well prepared for the spotlight. He expressed his support for Rasheeda and spoke with a quiet confidence that only added to her sense of strength. It was a moment that made it clear that Rasheeda was no longer defined by Kirk's actions. She was reclaiming her power and moving forward with someone who genuinely cared for her. After the press conference, Rasheeda and Adrian walked out together, hand in hand, ready to face whatever came next. Rasheeda had finally taken control of her story and turned Kirk's betrayal into a statement of resilience and empowerment. With Adrian by her side, she was ready to embrace a new chapter in her life, one where she could finally find the happiness and peace she had long deserved. Now, after nearly 25 years of navigating a relationship filled with drama and deception, Rasheeda has made the difficult decision to file for divorce from Kirk. It's a decision that many fans have been waiting for, and it's clear that she is choosing to put herself first. No longer willing to play second fiddle to Kirk's lies and infidelities, Rasheeda is ready to move on and focus on her own happiness. This marks a monumental shift for Rasheeda. She has spent years juggling her career, family, and a marriage that was constantly on the rocks. But now, it seems that she is finally ready to break free from the chaos and start fresh. Many fans are cheering her on as she takes this brave step toward a better future. Looking back on Kirk and Rasheeda's marriage, it's hard to believe that this was once a couple that seemed so solid. What started as a love story filled with promise has become a cautionary tale of betrayal and heartache. But now, Rasheeda is taking control of her own destiny. She is no longer defined by Kirk's actions, and she is ready to move on to bigger and better things. It's been a long and painful journey, but Rasheeda is finally free. The years of cheating, lies, and deception are behind her, and she is now ready to embrace a future filled with love, peace, and happiness. It's her time to shine, and she's stepping into this new chapter with confidence and strength. As Rasheeda steps into this new chapter of her life, she's not just walking away from a toxic marriage, she's reclaiming her power. The years of betrayal, lies, and public humiliation are now behind her, and she's ready to embrace the future on her own terms. With her new partner by her side and a community of fans supporting her, it's clear that this is only the beginning of a fresh start. For the first time in a long time, Rasheeda is choosing herself, her happiness, her peace, and her future. It's inspiring to see someone take control of their own narrative after years of being caught in a cycle of hurt and disappointment. Her story serves as a reminder that no one deserves to stay in a relationship that no longer serves them. no matter how long they've been in it. As for Kirk, it looks like his actions have finally caught up with him, and his marriage to Rasheeda is officially over. The years of drama, the lies, the cheating, and the heartache have led to this moment, a final reckoning. But Rasheeda is no longer defined by his mistakes. She's writing her own story now, and the future is hers to shape. So, as we watch this chapter close, we can only hope that Rasheeda continues to find the strength and happiness she truly deserves. She's proven time and time again that she's resilient, and now, she's choosing to live her best life, with or without Kirk by her side. And that's the end of this saga. Stay tuned to see how Rasheeda continues to move forward and whether Kirk will ever learn from the mistakes that have defined his marriage. For now, the story of Rasheeda's empowerment is what truly matters. She's ready for a fresh start, and this time, it's all about her. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on Rasheeda's journey and the latest in the world of love and hip-hop Atlanta.